Today, I'm going to read Mrs. Potter's Pig by Phyllis Root, illustrated by Russell Ito. I like that picture of the pig. It's cute. Mrs. Potter kept a spotless house. The windows glistened. The floors glowed. She even dusted the chickens until they squawked. Everything in Mrs. Potter's house was swept and washed and polished and mopped perfectly clean. Everything except baby Irma Jean. Irma Jean loved mess. She drooled, she gurgled on her white ruffled dress. And after every meal, she had applesauce behind her ears. And any speck of dirt in the yard clung to baby Irma Jean like bees to clover. Irma Jean, complained Mrs. Potter, you're as dirty as a little pig. Someday, if you're not careful, you'll turn into one. Irma Jean even sounded like a pig. She did not coo and babble like other babies. She snorted and sniffled while she ate. She gurgled and grunted while she slept. So one sunny day, Mrs. Potter tucked baby Irma Jean in her buggy and gave her a rice cake and wheeled her out into the yard to get some sun. Now sit here and stay clean, Mrs. Potter told Irma Jean, and off she went to dust the picket fence. But Irma Jean soon got bored clutching her rice cake. She crawled out of her baby buggy and across the lawn, leaving a trail of crumbs behind her from her rice cake. She went straight through the loose board in the pig pen fence, and she went smack into the middle of the biggest, muddiest puddle she could find. Irma Jean squealed with joy. Eee! And her rice cake, she dropped her rice cake in the mud. A little piglet came over and gobbled it up. He followed the crumbs of rice cake through the loose board in the pig pen fence, across the lawn, and straight up into the baby buggy. Here he goes. He has a little pigtail. Mrs. Potter dusted the last picket on the fence and stretched her arms in the sun. What a fine day, she said to herself. I'll just take baby Irma Jean for a stroll before I wax the weather vane on the barn. She peeked into the buggy. Little snorts came from a bump under the blanket. How sweet, thought Mrs. Potter. Baby Irma Jean is sleeping. She wheeled the buggy out through the gate and down the road. This road could use a little sweeping, she said to herself. The buggy bounced and bumped and woke the piglet up. Said the piglet under the blanket. Oh, the lilacs look a little dusty, Mrs. Potter remarked. The piglet said, as it rooted for some more rice cake crumbs. And the trees could use some sprucing up, said Mrs. Potter. The piglet said as it poked its snout out from under the blanket. Eek! Screamed Mrs. Potter. Oh, Irma Jean, it's finally happened. You are a little pig. She snatched the piglet out of the buggy and hugged it tight. Don't worry, Irma Jean, she comforted the baby pig. Back up the road she raced to call the doctor and see what could be done. As she opened the gate, the piglet squirmed free and ran toward a loose board in the pig pen fence. Come back, Irma Jean, Mrs. Potter cried. She sprinted to the pig pen. And there, in the mud, sat baby Irma Jean. Oh, Irma Jean, oh, thank goodness you're yourself again, said Mrs. Potter. Now come out of there this instant. Irma Jean squealed and clutched a fistful of mud. Come out right now, ordered Mrs. Potter, or I shall have to come in and get you. Irma Jean dug in her toes in the mud and snorted with glee. Mrs. Potter sighed. She took off her shoes and socks and climbed over the pig pen fence. Squooze oozed the mud between her toes. Oh, said Mrs. Potter in surprise. Shloop squelched the mud around her heels. Why, said Mrs. Potter, this feels nice. She squoozed over and shlooped up her way over to baby Irma Jean, picked her up, and hugged her hard, mud and all. Irma Jean, said Mrs. Potter, you are a pig, a happy little mud pig. Irma Jean shrieked happily, eee, and plastered her mother's nose with mud. Right there in the pig pen, Mrs. Potter and Irma Jean tromped and stomped and splashed. Mrs. Potter still keeps a nice spotless house. The doorknobs gleam, the copper pots shine. She even scrubs the garbage before she throws it away. But on sunny days, sunny afternoons, Mrs. Potter and Irma Jean slip away to the pig pen, take off their shoes, and dance a messy mud jig together. And that's called Mrs. Potter's Pig. That's a fun one. I think Irma Jean really liked the mud. All right, let's get our babies out. So here's the baby, ready? Now's the time to go to sleep. Put the baby in the bed. Cover the baby in the bed and kiss the baby goodnight. Uh-oh, baby's up. What does the baby need? A bottle, okay. Now's the time to go to sleep. Put the baby in the bed. Cover the baby in the bed. Give the baby a bottle and kiss the baby goodnight. Uh-oh, baby's up. Oh, a diaper change. Now's the time to go to sleep. Put the baby in the bed. Cover the baby in the bed. Give the baby a bottle. Change the baby's diaper and kiss the baby goodnight. Uh-oh, baby's up. Oh, what does the baby need? Teddy bear. That's right. Okay. Now's the time to go to sleep. Put the baby in the bed. Cover the baby in the bed. Give the baby a bottle. Change the baby's diaper. Give the baby a teddy bear. And kiss the baby goodnight. Uh-oh. Baby's up. Oh, we forgot the blanket. Yep. Okay. Now's the time to go to sleep. Put the baby in the bed. Cover the baby in the bed. Give the baby a bottle. Change the baby's diaper. Uh-oh, we forgot what? Oh, give the baby a teddy bear. Give the baby a blankie. And kiss the baby goodnight. Uh-oh, baby's up. Oh, it's a lullaby. Yeah. Now's the time to go to sleep. Put the baby in the bed. Cover the baby in the bed. Give the baby a bottle. Change the baby's diaper. Give the baby a teddy bear. Give the baby the nice, comfy, cozy blankie. Uh-oh. Sing the baby a lullaby. And kiss the baby goodnight. Uh-oh. Sometimes it's hard to forget all the things we put in there. Let's see, what else do we need? What does the baby need? Oh, he needs daddy to come in and give a kiss. Okay. Now's the time to go to sleep. Put the baby in the bed. Cover the baby in the bed. Give the baby a bottle. Change the baby's diaper. Give the baby a teddy bear. Give the baby a blankie. Sing the baby a lullaby. Have daddy come in and give the baby a kiss. And kiss the baby goodnight.